Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin and this is our snack for the journey, and this week we're walking through the book of 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles is the beautiful book that tells us the story of the kingdom of Judah, Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is the capital. It's a lot of stories because we have many kings that went up and down during this kingdom. And there's so many beautiful stories about those kings, and I'd like to share one of those stories. It's a very interesting verse in chapter 24, verse 19. 24, verse 19. It says this: "Although the Lord sent prophets to the people to bring them back to Him, and though they testify against them, they would not listen." And that was one of the biggest problems that we have in those books. All those prophets, the big prophets that we're going to see later when we get to them, they prophesied during this time here. Most of them prophesied during this time, the time of the kings. And that it's a testimony that God sent prophets after prophets to tell people what to do, to stop what they were doing wrong, to start doing the right thing. And sometimes they would listen, and sometimes we have this in Joash. And Joash was a good king in that sense. He was not that bad. But the people would not listen, the prophets. And that is a very interesting text, because sometimes we saw here that Joash and the priests, they combined, they restored the temple, they start doing the right thing, but he was not strong enough to bring the people in to serve the Lord. And God felt them that, and He sent the prophets to help, to preach, but the people would not listen to them. It's a sad story, because we have a leadership that was willing to move toward the Lord, to do the right thing, but the people, they were not willing to follow. No matter what happened, He had the priests, he restored the temple, He did this, He did that, and then God sent the prophets, and it did not work. And that helps us to understand that sometimes just a good leadership will not do it. The people need to react, the people need to listen, to accept, to buy the idea, and then move forward. Then you're going to have something happening. It's not just the leadership. It involves the whole thing. And in the case of Joash, just being a good leader or have the priests with him, and the prophets with him, it didn't work. The people didn't want to do it. And they didn't do it. It's a sad situation. The prophets came, they testified, but they would not listen. They would not listen. And this, we need to every day check our hearts and see, am I listening? Am I paying attention in what God is telling me? And that is the challenge for each one of us every day. And this is your snack for the journey. God bless you.